Have you ever felt your hands and feet turn cold for no reason? Or maybe your legs feel heavier and you find yourself tiring out faster than before? These are quiet warnings from your body, signs that your circulation needs a boost. Poor blood flow doesn't just make you sluggish. It can affect your heart, brain, and even your skin. But here's the good news. Certain fruits work like natural medicine, helping keep your blood flowing strong. Stick with me, because what you'll discover today could change everything. 1. Pomegranates. The natural blood flow booster. I still remember the first time my doctor mentioned the word circulation to me. I had gone in for a routine checkup, complaining about my cold hands and feet. I brushed it off as something minor, just one of those things that come with age. But he looked at me seriously and said, "Your circulation isn't as strong as it used to be, and that's something we need to address." That got my attention. When I got home, I started doing my own research, and that's when I came across pomegranates. Turns out, this deep red fruit is packed with antioxidants that help widen blood vessels and improve circulation. I was skeptical at first. Could a simple fruit really make a difference? But I figured it was worth a try. I started adding pomegranate seeds to my morning yogurt and drinking a small glass of pure juice a few times a week. Within weeks, I noticed something. My hands and feet weren't as icy as before. And then one day, while walking with my friend Sarah, she pointed out, "You're walking faster than usual." That's when it hit me. Something had changed. If you've been feeling sluggish, cold, or just off, pomegranates might be your new best friend. Try adding them to your diet and see if you notice a difference. After all, sometimes the simplest things hold the greatest power. 2. Oranges. Vitamin C's role in keeping arteries. Flexible. Growing up, my mother had one rule in our house: never start your day without an orange. I never really understood why. She just swore by it. And honestly, I didn't question it. Every morning we'd peel an orange at the breakfast table, the sweet citrus scent filling the air. Decades later, I finally learned the science behind my mother's wisdom. Oranges are packed with vitamin C, which helps keep blood vessels strong and flexible. That means better circulation, lower blood pressure, and a heart that stays healthier for longer. I wish I had kept up my mother's habit throughout my life. There was a period where I neglected fresh fruits and leaned into convenience foods until my energy levels started plummeting. It wasn't just about feeling tired. I felt weighed down. My doctor reminded me that good circulation is like good plumbing. When the pipes are clear, everything runs smoothly. But when there's buildup, everything slows down. So I went back to my roots. One orange every morning, just like my mother taught me. And wouldn't you know it? Within weeks, I felt lighter, more awake. My skin even looked healthier. If you're not already eating oranges regularly, start now. Whether it's a fresh orange, a little zest in your tea, or a glass of fresh squeezed juice, your arteries will thank you. 3. Watermelon. Nature's hydrating circulation supporter. A few summers ago, I visited my cousin Diane in Florida. If you've ever spent time in the South during July, you know what real heat feels like. The humidity alone could melt your spirit. Diane, however, looked completely at ease, cool, hydrated, and glowing. Her secret? Watermelon. She swore by it. It's not just refreshing, she told me. It's packed with something called citrulline, which helps keep blood vessels relaxed and improves circulation. I had never thought much about watermelon beyond summer picnics, but after spending a week at Diane's, I was hooked. I started eating it regularly, and to my surprise, I noticed a real difference in how I felt. Less sluggish, more energized, and my legs didn't feel as heavy by the end of the day. Here's what I realized. Hydration is just as important as the nutrients we eat. And watermelon is a perfect two-in-one. It keeps you hydrated and supports circulation at the same time. So the next time you're feeling a little off, instead of reaching for a sugary snack, try a bowl of fresh watermelon. It might just become your new favorite habit. 4. Berries. Tiny but mighty for circulation. I still remember the moment I realized food could heal. It wasn't some grand epiphany. It was a simple bowl of blueberries. My friend Mary, a woman who always seemed to have energy to spare, once told me, "I eat a handful of berries every single day. It's my secret to staying sharp and light on my feet." At the time, I didn't think much of it. Berries were tasty, sure, but how much of a difference could they make? Then, a few months later, I found myself struggling with swollen ankles. Sitting too long made them worse, and no amount of stretching seemed to help. That's when I remembered Mary's words. I started adding berries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, to my breakfast. Within weeks, I noticed something different. My legs didn't feel as heavy, and my energy levels were more consistent. Science backs this up. Berries are packed with flavonoids that help strengthen blood vessels and improve circulation. But for me, the real proof wasn't in the research. It was in the way I felt. So if you haven't been giving these little powerhouses a chance, start now. Add them to your yogurt, sprinkle them on your cereal, or just eat them by the handful. A small habit, a big impact. 5. Avocados. The healthy fat that keeps blood flowing. For years, I was convinced that all fats were bad. I grew up in an era where low-fat diets were all the rage, and I followed the trend without question. Butter, bad. Oil, terrible. And avocados? Well, those were just too rich. Then, I met a woman named Ruth. At 78, she had the kind of glow that made you stop and stare. Her skin looked healthy, her hair was thick, and she had an energy that defied her age. One day, over lunch, she laughed when I picked at my salad and said, "Darling, eat the avocado. Your body needs it." That was the first time I heard about monounsaturated fats, the kind found in avocados, which help reduce bad cholesterol, keep arteries clear, and improve circulation. I took Ruth's advice and started adding avocado to my meals. At first, it felt strange, almost like I was breaking some long-standing rule. But then I started noticing changes: smoother skin, steadier energy, and even fewer aches and pains. Healthy fats aren't the enemy. They're one of the best things you can give your body. So go ahead. Spread a little avocado on your toast, add it to your salad, or blend it into a smoothie. Trust me, your heart will thank you. 6. Bananas. Potassium's secret circulation weapon. I used to think bananas were just a quick snack, something to grab when you were in a hurry. That was until my friend Linda had a terrifying wake-up call. She had always been active, always on the move. But one day, while we were out shopping, she suddenly felt lightheaded. She had to sit down, her face pale as a sheet. Later at the doctor's office, she found out the culprit. Low potassium levels were affecting her blood pressure and circulation. Her doctor gave her one simple piece of advice: eat a banana every day. And so she did. A few weeks later, she told me she felt better than she had in years. No more dizzy spells, no more sluggish afternoons, just steady energy and better overall health. Potassium is essential for keeping blood vessels relaxed and reducing pressure on the heart. It prevents cramping, keeps circulation flowing smoothly, and helps regulate fluid balance in the body. So if you're feeling a little off, maybe you're getting lightheaded when you stand up, or you're dealing with muscle cramps, try adding a banana to your day. It might just be the easiest fix you'll ever make. 7. Grapes. Natural blood flow enhancers. I never thought much about grapes until I met Eleanor. She was the kind of woman who had an effortless glow, always full of energy, her eyes bright with mischief. One afternoon, as we sat in her sunlit kitchen, she popped a grape into her mouth and said, "These little things are my daily secret. Keeps the blood moving, keeps me feeling young." I laughed at first, thinking she was joking, but then she told me something I'll never forget. My grandmother lived to be 97, and every single day she ate grapes. She used to say, "They keep the heart happy." Turns out she was right. She wasn't just passing on an old wives' tale. Science backs it up. Grapes, especially the dark ones, are packed with resveratrol, a powerful antioxidant that helps keep blood vessels open and flexible, reducing the risk of clots and sluggish circulation. After that day, I started adding grapes to my diet, sometimes as a snack, sometimes frozen for a cool treat in the summer. Within weeks, I noticed something subtle but powerful: less swelling in my ankles, fewer mid-afternoon energy slumps, and even my skin looked brighter. If you're looking for a sweet way to boost your circulation, start with a handful of grapes. It's a habit so simple, you'll wonder why you didn't start sooner. 8. Apples. Fiber for healthy arteries. When I was a child, my grandfather had a saying, "An apple a day keeps the doctor away." I rolled my eyes every time he said it, thinking it was just something old folks like to repeat. Then, years later, my doctor told me I had high cholesterol. I was stunned. I had always been careful about what I ate, but somehow my arteries weren't as clear as I thought. That's when I remembered my grandfather's words. It turns out, apples are full of pectin fiber, which helps remove bad cholesterol from the blood, preventing buildup in the arteries. That means better circulation, a stronger heart, and a reduced risk of clots. Determined to make a change, I started having an apple every afternoon. Within a few months, my cholesterol levels had improved. But beyond that, I just felt better. My digestion improved, my energy stabilized, and my circulation felt stronger. Looking back, I should have listened to my grandfather sooner. But the good news is, it's never too late. If you're not already eating apples regularly, now's the perfect time to start. 9. Cherries. Anti-inflammatory circulation support. I'll never forget the first time I heard about cherries being good for circulation. It was from my friend Ruth, who, at 80, had the youthful energy that made you question everything you thought you knew about aging. One day, I asked her, "What's your secret?" expecting some elaborate answer. But she just smiled and said, "Cherries." I must have looked confused because she chuckled and explained, "They're full of anthocyanins, which help reduce inflammation and keep blood moving. I eat them every night before bed, and I swear it's why I sleep like a baby and wake up with energy." I was intrigued. At the time, I'd been dealing with stiff joints and restless legs at night, so I gave it a try. I started eating a handful of cherries before bed, or if they weren't in season, I drank a little tart cherry juice. Within weeks, I felt a difference. My legs felt lighter, the swelling in my hands went down, and I slept better. It was such a small change, yet the impact was undeniable. If you struggle with circulation issues, inflammation, or even trouble sleeping, try cherries. Sometimes the simplest solutions are the ones that work best. Your body is stronger and wiser than you think, and every small choice, every bite of the right foods, keeps it thriving. These 9 fruits aren't just delicious, they're little gifts of energy, heart health, and vitality. So which one will you add to your day? Tell me in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned. Next time, we're uncovering another simple yet powerful secret to feeling your absolute best after 70. You won't want to miss it.